Full PPT is ready. Smriti is also there.
Good morning.
Good morning, beta. Ananya, she was there in the earlier classes or not?
अगर उसने कुछ खराब किया तो मुझको सच्ची में मारेंगे।
Okay, without waiting for others, we will start the class because such a long chapter and we are continuing this chapter from July because of this UT. We were not able to continue it. So I'm going to share the screen. Wait a minute. Asim, geography की class में जरूर आएगा. Okay, now you can see the PPT on your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen very carefully. This is the final announcement that if you will join after 4 minutes, whenever the class starts, because today I have class in last period and on Thursday I have second period. So the classes will start at 10:30 or 11:30. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible? If you will join after 11:34 or 9:34, allow you to join my class. It should be clear. Okay. So here the PPT on your screen. Without wasting the time, I just want to start water resources, chapter number 7. The topic that we have to cover in this PPT: surface, groundwater, lagoons, backwater. Importance and needs for irrigation, favorable factor required for irrigation, methods of irrigation, water conservation, water advantages, and area of water harvesting. Such an important point. Okay, these topics we are going to cover in this chapter. Just give me a minute. Okay. Whatever the water we found on the surface of the earth in a form of river, pond, lake, lagoon, whatever is there, it is surface water. I'm just revising it because मैं ये पढ़ा चुकी हूँ. Surface water, you can see the picture, is underground water, the water that we get from the earth, well, tube well, or boring that now कहीं से भी जमीन के अंदर से if you are getting the water is underground water. You see in this picture how the lower level of the earth get water storage. It is
मैम आपकी आवाज
आ रही है.
किसको मेरी आवाज सही नहीं आ रही है.
मैम बहुत कट के आ रही है.
हाँ मुझे भी नहीं आ रही.
Okay, just wait. Join again. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I will join again to शायद उस पे आ जाए. Now I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute, I'm just sharing the screen again. So this is, now you can see the PPT on your screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good. So this is the picture that is showing the storage of underground water. Next is lagoon. Lagoon is a small body of water which is separated from the big body, like island, near island or reefs. Okay, so it is interconnected with the sea or ocean. That is lagoon. You can see in this picture clearly that this. You can see mouse on your screen. So where my mouse is moving, this portion is lagoon, and this is sea or maybe or ocean. Okay, backwater. Backwater is also a type of a water body which is near to the sea or a pond and gets separated, like sea or and backwater water. The sea water may be a river water also. सी वाटर ऑल्सो, और उससे एक छोटा सा अगर पार्ट आ जाता है दैट इज बैक वाटर. What are the importance of irrigation? Our certainty of rainfall, because this year also we are not getting a good rainfall. If we'll compare it from last year or last to last year. Okay, so this year we are not getting a good rainfall. So uncertainty of rainfall isn't there in India. Irrigation is very important in India. Next is uneven distribution of rainfall. In Gujarat and Assam, they are suffering from flood. And in UP, we are living in UP and getting that much of rainfall that we have to get.
मैम आवाज बहुत कट के आ रही है.
आवाज सही नहीं.
अच्छा रुको, मैं
बीच में
सिग्नल तो
कटती है, बीच में फिर चलने लगती, फिर कट जाती, फिर चलने लगती. अरे
आपकी आवाज
वो मैम देख रही है.
क्लास 10th.
यस मैम.
नाउ आई एम ऑडिबल.
यस मैम.
अब सही आ रही है. ओके नहीं, एक्चुअली बीच में सिग्नल चला जाता है तो मैं कभी हॉटस्पॉट से कनेक्ट होती हूँ, कभी वाईफाई से कनेक्ट होती हूँ, तो प्रॉब्लम आज सुबह से है. Okay, so these are the means of why importance of irrigation, why we need it. Uncertainty and uneven rainfall according to the crop requirements. Like wheat does not need that much of water that rice needs. Okay. Next is nature of soil. If there is alluvial soil, we do not need lots of water, but it is a red or literate soil, we need lots of water for irrigation. And water effectivity or river water effectivity is also very, very important for the irrigation in India. And if you want to maximize our production, we have to give lots of water to the fields. These are also the important need of irrigation points. Now, why irrigation is important for us? Number one is nature of crop. I have already told that rice need lots of water. This is the time when we are having the rice in our field. And we can see that the field of rice is always filled with water. पानी भरा होता है अच्छा खासा उसमें. So rice need lots of water. On the comparison, if we are compare it with gram, चना. चने के खेत में बस एक बार पानी देना पड़ता है, उसके बाद आपको पानी नहीं देना पड़ता है. Are you getting me? So the irrigation is totally depend on the nature of a crop. It needs lots of water or it does not need lots of water. Next is the type of monsoon and rainfall. If the area is getting lots of rainfall with the help of monsoon, okay, then it does not need irrigation. But that area is not getting the sufficient water with rainfall, that area is going to be irrigated by the artificial means of irrigation, like tube well or canal, whatever the means of irrigation the farmer is using. Next is the nature of soil. Again, I have to repeat this. If we are using the alluvial soil, we do not need lots of water. But if we are having the crops in literate, red or black soil, we need lots of water in comparison to the alluvial soil, because the alluvial soil has the capacity to contain the moisture of water in it for a long period of time, and it is also very, very cultivated. These are the methods of irrigation. Now, this flow chart, I have just made it for all of you. When I will send you the PDF of my PPT, then you can easily understand it. And all the point with whatever I have written in this flow chart, those points now I am going to explain in this chapter. Can you please tell me, Arunesh, ये picture किस चीज की है? What you can understand with the help of this picture? What this picture is representing?
canal के ऊपर.
Yes, very good. This is canal. Okay, this is canal. Next is the method of irrigation. Number one is canal irrigation. What are the features of canal irrigation? It is the oldest mean, and in Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, canal irrigation is very popular because we have the river which are always filled with water. The rivers which are originated from the top of the mountains, Himalayan mountains, and they are always filled with water. That's why in these three regions, the canal irrigation is very, very popular. And 27.5% of total irrigation is covered by canal. Canals are divided into two parts: inundation canal and perennial canal. Inundation canals, they are filled with water when there is flood. When flood occurs, these inundation canals are filled with water. And perennial canals are, whenever you want water in that, it will be filled because it is interconnected with some type of dam. Okay? Because inundation canal is filled with water when there is flood only. The flood does not happen during the year, whole year. It just happened during the monsoon season. ये सितंबर और बहुत थोड़ा बहुत अगस्त स्टार्टिंग तक ही फ्लड होगा. So we will get water in inundation canal in 2 or 3 months, not more than that. But if we are talking about perennial canal, it can fill with water throughout the year because it used to be run by that what you call dams. Okay. Condition necessary for canal irrigation. What are the conditions? If the canal is connected with river, that river is always filled with water. First condition. अगर उस नदी में पानी नहीं होगा, the canal will not get the water. Next is the crops which need lots of water for irrigation, like rice is the best example. So they need lots of water. So if the canal is passing near to the rice field, so it can fulfill the demand of the farmer, the water demand of the farmer to his fields. So that time canal is very, very useful for the farmers. If we are comparing it with unirrigated soil, like black or literate soil, then we want to do the higher productivity in this unirrigated soil, then we need canal. And this canal will get lots of water because you know now the different types of soil hold different types of moisture for different types of time period. ये मैंने पिछले चैप्टर में आपको क्लियर किया है. Okay, the moisture quality of a soil. Now we are going to study about the different types of canals and their advantages and disadvantages. Inundation canals. It is very cheap, सस्ती होती है, and it is easy to construct an inundation canal. Water being rich in silt and has good manorial qualities, because inundation canal gets water from the flooding rivers. That's why the water is filled with humus. Humus means dead part of the plant, dead part of the animals, or the minerals. It's filled with minerals and humus. That's why the inundation canal is very, very good for the irrigation. Next is area is less liable to be waterlogged, or because water is continuously running in inundation canal. That's why each and every area get lots of water with the help of inundation canal. Next is disadvantages. Actually, there is no headwork structure in this canal. So it also used to wash all the soil near और on the bank of this canal, जो इस canal के side में होता है, वो बहुत तेजी से मिट्टी बहा कर ले जाती है. And Duty's water is very low because these canal get water only during the monsoon season when the rivers are flooding. If we are getting lots of rainfall, then we can use inundation canal frequently. Next is the since availability of water is depend upon the flood, the scarcity of water is always felt. Suppose if we need water during the December and January month, but in the inundation canal will not give water during these months because there is no flood in the river during this time. Okay, so this is also the disadvantages of water. And because of lack of assured supply, the farmers take little interest in their work. Because these canals are always not filled with water and farmers are not having water throughout the years. That's why they are not too much interested in inundation canal. And it easily cleared the slit. बहुत तेजी से पानी आता है बाढ़ का और slit को clear कर देता है. Next is perennial canal. What are the advantages of perennial canal? It is the basic source of irrigation, you can say, and it also irrigates the large area. And it is cheaper than tube well and others means of irrigation, and that's why if it has a long run, so long run मतलब काफी लंबा area cover करती है, so it can easily irrigate the field near to these canals. Disadvantages: cost of construction of perennial canal is very, very high. It is also the cause of pond of water pollution. कि अभी आपने पानी छोड़ा, you stop water for some time. Whatever the water is presented in that canal, वो धीरे धीरे polluted होने लगता है. So perennial canal is also the cause of water pollution because perennial canal get 10 to 20 times water during the year. उसमें पानी छोड़ा जाता है, फिर रोक लिया, कुछ दिन पानी एक हफ्ते लिए छोड़ा गया, फिर रोक लिया गया. That's why it's also the source of pollution. Can irrigate only low-lying areas. Perennial canals can irrigate only low-lying areas because the quantity of water is less in perennial canal. Because perennial canal always give water at that time also when river is not too much filled with water. Okay, so perennial canal is clear? Last 10? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is tank irrigation. I'm just running through this chapter because ये बहुत ज़्यादा backlog में जा रहा है अब. Tank irrigation means an irrigation tank, or tank is an artificial reservoir of any size. Tank means you can take the example if you have a tank in your home also. Even the government cottages, जो government अपने employees को cottage देती है for living, वहाँ पे एक छोटा सा टैंक भी बना कर देती है, वाटर टैंक. I saw these type of small tank in the cottage of railway. मैंने रेलवे के houses में देखे हैं ये टैंक. तो if you have ever seen this, तो you can set an example कि हाँ टैंक ऐसा होता है. ठीक है. So tank irrigation is found in India and mainly it is found in the southern part of India and in Rajasthan also. Okay, it is the artificial supply of water where we get lots of water. जहाँ पे पानी बारिश हो और टैंक में पानी इकट्ठा हो जाए, तो that area is having the tanks. Tanks are part of Asian harvesting and preserving rainwater for use in agriculture, drinking, and sometimes for rituals and bathing also. Why I'm saying that these tank irrigation is used for drinking and sometimes for the ritual and bathing. And tank is also one of the oldest means of irrigation. We can take the example from the Harappan civilization, the Great Bath. याद है class 9th में this chapter was there.
Yes, ma'am.
The Great Bath. It was the swimming pool, a big swimming pool.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so that bath, Great Bath, maybe it was using for the rituals, maybe for the normal, what you call stadium type of facility. जो भी वो use करते थे, but tank irrigation is popular from the Harappan civilization. and it is used in critical in southern part where there is no perennial rain. ऐसे areas में use होता है tank irrigation. This is the example of tank irrigation on your screen. Next is the advantages and disadvantages of tank irrigation. It is the cheapest and one of the popular method of irrigation. When I visited Ooty, I saw a well. हम सब ने well देखा है, but those well are different from the North Indian wells. We have wells in a small circumference. The radius is not that much wide. But when you see the wells of the southern India, their radius is very wide. They are having large circumference, big amount. Okay, I will show the picture also. So advantages, it is the cheapest and popular method of irrigation, and it is also help us to maintain the groundwater level because we used to store water on the surface of the ground. That's why. And it costs much less than the cold water system. It is also very cheap. Tank can even store water that come from the rain. That's why it is very cheap. We can take the example of one area near to our school. The famous Mandir, Buddheshwar, yes. Buddheshwar has a tank on its backside now. Have you ever seen it?
Yes, ma'am.
When you visit there during the summer season, that tank is totally dry. But during this season, when you will visit there, now you can see the water in that tank. That small tank is there. For the rituals of religious rituals के लिए use होता है that type of tank. Okay. Next is the disadvantages. Tank dry up in summer and are not of much use at that time. And second, it is difficult to take tank to the rocky surface, to construct tank at the rocky surface. The area where we have the tank irrigation is more in the rocky plateau area of the country where the rainfall is uneven and highly seasonal. The eastern Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, interior of Tamil Nadu, some part of Andhra Pradesh and more land under tank irrigation. So these are the area where the which is affected by the tank irrigation. Now you can see the wells. Well irrigation is also very popular in India and it is one of the oldest means of irrigation. Favorable condition क्या होती हैं? Factors that are favorable for the construction of tube well. Availability of sufficient amount of groundwater should be present. Water level should be nearly 35 meter. If not, cost of pumping out water come uneconomic. अगर 25 मीटर पे है water level आपका तो easily you can have a well or make a tube well there and you can get this underground water also. This is the example of well. You can see it is filled of water also, and this is the example of tube well. ठीक है, now we are going to study about types of well. Surface well or tube well. This is surface well, this is tube well. Surface well, the well takes its water from an area very close to ground level. जब ground level water high level पर होता है तब surface well बनते हैं, और जब यही ground water low level पर होता है तो tube wells बनते हैं. A tube well is a type of water which are long 100 to 200 millimeters wide. Or stainless steel tube or pipe is bored into a underground aquifer. उसमें ये like this, एक स्टील का रॉड अंदर डाला जाता है, एक पाइप डाला जाता है. From there we can get. This is the example of rice field also. ये जो आप पिक्चर देख रहे हैं ना, ये राइस की फील्ड है. Okay, that's why it needs lots of water. So these are two types of wells. Now advantages of surface well. When the water is withdrawn from the subsoil formation by means of wells, the water table obviously lower and water logging of the land is prevented. Listen, if you're talking about surface well, we also need a good quantity of the underground water. Then it is easy to make the surface wells there, and it is very economically and cheap also. And it is also need laborers to lift the water from the well. कुएं से पानी निकाल के आपको डालना पड़ेगा. That's why you need labor also. And the water is the use of water is totally depend on the choice of cultivator, on the farmer. Whenever he need water, he can take the water out of the well and can give it to their field. And if we are talking about the whole year, the surface water is also a favorable condition for the water availability of whole year, because surface water जो होता है इसका पानी बहुत जल्दी सूखता नहीं है. Disadvantages of surface water: sometime it is very costly to make a well in some areas, and availability of water is also depend on the underground storage of water. That's why if the area is not having the good quantity of underground water, so you are not able to make a well in those areas. Next is the water in well is static and therefore it is free of suspended silt. जो भी पानी होता है वो जगह ठहरा हुआ होता है. It is not in a moving condition. That's why it is not that well water is not filled with silt, humus type of thing, क्योंकि वो गंदा और इस टाइप का नहीं होता है. And if the water is carrying silt, so it will be more fertile for the area there where you are giving the water for irrigation. The area which is popularly known for the well irrigation are Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Bihar. You can see the wells in Rajasthan and they are also having the stairs. वो सीढ़ी से नीचे उतर कर औरतें जाती हैं और पानी लेकर के आती हैं. इवन राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, गुजरात, इन सब में बहुत ही ज्यादा पॉपुलर वेल्स आपको ऐसे मिल जाएंगे. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज ट्यूब वेल. ओके, ट्यूब वेल. What are the advantages of tube well? It is reliable and timely source of water. Whenever you need water, just put the switch on and you will get the water. It also provides the adequate water for irrigation. Whatever the amount of water you need, you can get it from the tube well. And it is also very, very greatly increase agriculture output. It's also increased the agriculture output also, because we can get easily lots of water with the help of tube wells. Disadvantages: it also lead depletion of underground reserve. Ground water level बहुत तेजी से नीचे जा रहा है because the people are using lots of tube wells. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If the tube well is used indiscriminately, the underground rivers may get exhausted. अगर इसी तरह continuously the people are using the tube wells in large number, so groundwater will get low. And once the groundwater reserve is exhausted, the area may no longer be suitable for agriculture. अगर ये ground water level, and it happened 2 years back, I heard from my village that the people were not getting water from boring. Boring is a type of a small tube well. And even the hand pump was not working in the village because groundwater level goes so long. And the people were using that RO water in the villages also. क्योंकि काफी ज्यादा polluted हो गया है villages का पानी भी, और the people are not able to use that water for drinking and for making food also. और अभी 2 साल से तो अच्छी बारिश हुई थी, that's why the ground water level increases, but this year also we are not getting good rainfall. So I hope this year the groundwater level also decreases. Okay. Next is the modern method of irrigation. अच्छा, old method of irrigation क्या क्या था हमारा? Please tell me, जो अभी तक हमने पढ़ा. Class 10.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Kushal? Am I audible, Kushal?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell me बेटा, old irrigation method जो है इंडिया में, जो मैंने अभी तक तुमको डिस्क्राइब किए, प्लीज टेल मी देयर नेम.
मैं बता रहा हूँ.
अरे बेटा तुम तो ऐसे ही बता दो. वेल है, ट्यूब वेल है, कनाल है.
वही हमने देखा, मेरे सारे फ्लाइट तो मेरा माल मिल रहा है, और यही सेम प्रोडक्ट फ्लिपकार्ट पे भी दे रहे हैं.
कुशल?
दोनों जगह है, अमेज़न में भी है, फ्लिपकार्ट में भी है. ये कोई कंपनी
Yes, ma'am.
करती कंपनी.
ओके, सो प्लीज टेल बेटा क्या क्या है ओल्ड मेथड ऑफ इरिगेशन. सो सिंपल बेटा, इट इज कनाल,
हम तुमको
ट्यूब वेल, सरफेस वेल.
इसका जो लिंक दिया
These are the old methods. Now we are going to study about the modern method.
मैम आपने बताई दिया इसलिए मैं कुछ नहीं बोला.
तो बेटा मुझे फट से आंसर चाहिए था, जैसे ही मैं पूछ रही हूँ, बिकॉज आई नो यू आर लिसनिंग मी, सो आई वांट क्विक आंसर्स. कि क्विकली आई जस्ट वांट आंसर्स. Okay, next we are moving toward the modern methods of irrigation. It is drip irrigation and sprinkle irrigation. Okay, so these are two types of irrigation. Sprinkle irrigation is very popular and you continuously used to see in your school also. देखा है ना sprinkle irrigation school में. Drip irrigation is different from sprinkle irrigation. Okay, so starting from drip irrigation. Drip irrigation can be defined as the method in which water drips slowly via a pipe system to the root of the plant, either from above or below the soil surface. Okay, it is also known as micro irrigation, by which both water and soil nutrients can be saved. We all got injections ना, हमको कभी ना कभी injections तो लगे ही होंगे. क्यों?
एक प्लेट में 4 किलो का वजन होना चाहिए.
लास्ट टाइम कभी इंजेक्शन नहीं लगाई किसी को भी?
मैम बहुत बार.
ओके, असीम?
तो 8 किलो होना चाहिए. लकड़ी पर चलो.
असीम,
पेंसिल करो.
Yes, ma'am.
कभी ड्रिप चढ़ी है तुमको, ग्लूकोज चढ़ा है?
No, ma'am.
ओके, अभी?
यस मैम.
अच्छा, कैसे चढ़ता है बताओ कुछ. बॉडी में जब वो जो भी मेडिसिन है वो कैसे इंसर्ट होती है?
हम पहले तो ग्लूकोज की बोतल में वो जो.
अरे भाई मैं इतना, आई एम नॉट आस्किंग द प्रोसेस मिस्टर डॉक्टर, आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग कि टेल मी द वे, द मेथड when we have that injection in our vein and the bottle is there and it started giving us glucose. So that the method by which that glucose is entering in our body, उस method को हम क्या बोलेंगे?
ड्रिप.
Drip. Why we call it drip?
Because it comes to the body.
Because that glucose is entering in body in a form of a drop by drop.
Yes ma'am.
टप
Yes, ma'am.
टप टपकता रहता है and it's entering in a body. That is drip. That is also known as the same method is the drip method, but it is different. When we are having drip or glucose or any type of medicine in our body, so that is different. Injections is not a drip method. Drip जब चढ़ती है, glucose जब चढ़ता है, it is drip method. I'm just setting an example for you. What we'll do, if we have to follow the drip irrigation, we should have a pipe. Pipe एक होगा, and that pipe is having hole near to the root of the plant. That pipe should be on the surface of the earth or maybe it is under the surface of the earth. मतलब वो बिल्कुल जड़ के करीब जमीन के नीचे भी हो सकता है और जमीन के ऊपर भी जड़ के पास हो सकता है, near to the root. Okay. When the farmer start giving the water to the field, the water directly come to near to the root of the plant. Okay, that is drip irrigation. ये clear हो गया. Next, it is also known as micro irrigation, by which both water and soil nutrients can be saved. Water और soil के जो भी nutrients होते हैं, it can easily save with the help of drip irrigation, but really the drip irrigation is very, very costly. Now, the advantages. Fertilizers and nutrients loss is minimized due to a localized application and reduced leaching. Water application efficiency is high if managed correctly. Suppose if we are not giving water to the field with drip irrigation, what will happen? If we are giving water by tank irrigation or tubewell irrigation, whatever type of irrigation we are using, and we are not using drip irrigation. I'm just comparing drip irrigation with other modes of irrigation. Suppose if the water is coming from the eastern side, okay, that flow will be towards the west side. अगर पानी ईस्ट की तरफ से आ रहा है and it is flowing toward the west side, and before giving the water to the field, we have sprinkled that fertilizers to the field, what will happen? Because the water is coming from the eastern part of the field, it will come in force. Maybe that force is very hard, or maybe that force is very slow, fast or slow. It depends on the flow of the water. But what it will do, when the water is moving toward east to west in our irrigated field, खेत में, the running water will take the fertilizers, the humus, the upper layer of soil to the western part of the field. होगा कि नहीं होगा? It will happen or not? Last year, tell me. Last year. Am I audible or not, Avi?
Yes, ma'am.
So what I am telling, beta, are you able to understand what I want to explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Arunesh?
Yes, ma'am.
मैंने अभी क्या समझाया? Can you please explain it to me? अभी जस्ट मैंने क्या बताया? ईस्ट से जो पानी आएगा वेस्ट की तरफ जो जाएगा.
हम जब अगर वेस्ट साइड ऊंचा होगा तो ईस्ट की तरफ नीचे पानी जाएगा.
हाँ, तो what will happen?
हम ड्रिप इरिगेशन होता है.
Beta, it is not drip irrigation. Akshay, unmute yourself and open up your camera.
Yes, ma'am.
Open up your camera.
Ma'am, open है.
What I was explaining. Explain it to me.
मैम आप बता रही थी कि जब वेस्टर्न साइड में वाटर लेवल ऊपर हो जाएगा तो वाटर ईस्टर्न.
Abhi, can you explain, please?
Ma'am, you were explaining that when the east side is elevated, then the water will go to the west side.
Okay, then what will happen? Simply I am not going to explain it in Hindi. एक खेत है जिसमें मैंने अभी फर्टिलाइजर्स डाले हैं. क्लियर? फर्टिलाइजर्स का मतलब क्या हो गया? खाद डाली है. क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
उसके बाद मैंने उसमें पानी दिया. पानी ईस्ट की तरफ से आ रहा है, वेस्ट की तरफ तक खेत है. ईस्ट की तरफ से जो पानी बहता हुआ आएगा, रनिंग वाटर, इट विल टेक फर्टिलाइजर एंड सॉइल विद इट टुवर्ड द वेस्ट. यस और नो? जो पानी बहता हुआ ईस्ट की तरफ से आ रहा है वो पानी ही नहीं जाएगा, पानी के साथ फर्टिलाइजर्स भी जाएगा, और पानी के साथ अपर लेयर जो सॉइल की है वो वेस्ट की तरफ जाएगी कि नहीं जाएगी? जाएगी ना? So you are getting me?
Yes,
so when it will go towards the west, so what will happen? वो साथ में फर्टिलाइजर सॉइल सब लेकर चली जाएगी. तो फील्ड के एक पार्ट में यू विल गेट द गुड क्रॉप्स and on the other part you will not get the good crops. So this type of irrigation is not very beneficial. But if we will give the drip irrigation to our field, तो हमारा फर्टिलाइजर जहां डाला है वहीं पड़ा रहेगा, ह्यूमस जहां पर है वहीं पर यूज होगा, because we are directly giving the water to the roots of the plant and the water is unnecessarily not flowing on the surface of the field. ओके, अननेसेसरी पानी इधर से उधर नहीं बह रहा है, पानी एक ही जगह पर जाता है, निकलता है, बस जहां पर उसको उतनी जरूरत है पानी वहीं ठहरा हुआ है, दाएं बाएं ईस्ट वेस्ट नॉर्थ साउथ वो फ्लो नहीं कर रहा है. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई ड्रिप इरिगेशन इज वेरी वेरी बेनिफिशियल फॉर द फील्ड्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज fertilizer and nutrient loss. Next is disadvantages. Sun heat affect tubes. Sometimes they got broken for excessive heat production. And plastic tubes affect soil fertility. Tubes get clogged sometimes. तो ये सारी जो disadvantages आते हैं कि sun heat की वजह से that tube can be cracked. And plastic tubes, if we are using in a field, it also affect our fertility. And the second last is that sometimes these tubes get clogged. उसमें मिट्टी आ गई या कुछ आ गया, वो बीच में से रुक गया तो पानी आगे नहीं जा पा रहा है. तो these are the disadvantages of drip irrigation. And it is not installed properly. अगर नहीं किया गया है तो it is just waste of time, water and heat. If the drip irrigation is not installed properly. You can see in this picture, the drip irrigation is there. You can see this, na? Sprinkle irrigation. Next is the sprinkle irrigation. I think I do not need to explain this sprinkle irrigation lot. So I will just tell you about advantages and disadvantages of sprinkle irrigation. Advantages: eliminate water conveyance channel, thereby reducing conveyance loss. They have a channel, so they would just give the sprinkled water from the top of that plant to the bottom of the plant, and they just give in a particular area. And it is very suitable for all types of soil. And it also it also save 30 to 50% of extra water that we are going to give to the field. And it is also suitable for plant population per unit area. It is very very useful. It also increase yield and reduce soil compaction also. So these are the advantages of sprinkle irrigation. Next is the disadvantages. It is very costly. First disadvantage is this, ये बहुत ही costly होता है. And it is also can supply the saline water भी हो जाता है इससे. And it is sometimes whatever the water we are going to give with the help of sprinkle irrigation, it does not fulfill the requirement of the plant. And there is a chance of water getting evaporated from the sprinkle irrigation. If you are doing the sprinkle irrigation, पानी बहुत तेजी के साथ evaporate भी होता है when there is lots of heat. Next is bamboo irrigation. It is especially practiced in eastern part. Okay, we will continue this bamboo irrigation on Thursday, second period, when I have the class. Now I'm going to take the attendance, class 10th. Okay. Adarshita is there or she left?
Ma'am, Adarshita is not there and Ananya is also not there.
And Smriti?
Yes, ma'am, she is also not there.
Okay, but they were there now. So, okay, I have just saved the attendance. Wait a minute. Please, this is your homework that you have to read the chapter. Please, I beg you all to please read the chapter and join the class on Thursday. We will finish this chapter on Thursday and we will go through the worksheet on that day also. Okay?
Yes.
We are not in a backlog. We are just doing each and every chapter on time. And I want to be in more speed. So I just want to complete the course as soon as possible. Okay, stay safe, stay at home, and please read the chapter and come on Thursday for the class. Thank you. Bye.